This video is intended to serve as a review of the key principles related to loading and priming your tubing on a CADD Solis pump. The process in this video follows the written guidelines you received from your Providence Infusion IV nurse during your admission teaching visit. At this point, you should have already prepared your IV medication and tubing as directed in the previous video. And you should now be ready to load the tubing into your pump and prime the tubing. Make sure that at no point during this process is the patient hooked up to the infusion. As in the previous video, you should have already washed your hands and prepared a clean workspace lined with paper towels. And gathered your supplies, including the waterless hand cleaner, medication bag, CADD Solis pump, CADD tubing, batteries, flush syringes specific to your therapy and IV line, alcohol wipes, and a new sterile red cap if you've been instructed to use one. With the new batteries in place, as described in the battery changing video, turn the pump on by pressing the power button on the right side of the pump. Please wait until the booting up process is complete and the screen displays ready to begin before proceeding to the next step. Lower the silver latch on the right side of the pump. Insert the plastic hooks on the cassette into the metal hinge pins on the bottom of the pump and push the plastic rectangle on the other end of the cassette into the rectangular shaped hole on the bottom of the pump. You will hear and feel an audible click when the cassette goes into proper placement. When you do, close the silver latch. If you are unable to close the silver latch, reposition the cassette and try again. The pump will now change to prime tubing, or it may say reset reservoir volume 2 and the number representing the volume your pump has been programmed to deliver with each dose. Press the white button below yes, and you will be at the prime tubing screen. Press the button below yes. You'll get a screen displaying disconnect tubing from patient, open clamps, and press prime. Press the white button below the prime key. This will prime the tubing with fluid to get all the air out of the tubing prior to infusing the medication. Priming tubing times will vary depending on the type of tubing. When the fluid is at the end of the tubing, press the white button under stop priming. The pump will ask you if you want to continue priming. Press the white button under no. Then it will ask you if you want to start the infusion. Press the white button under no. You are now ready to connect the primed IV medication tubing to your family member's IV access line and start your infusion. Connect the infusion to the clave as directed by your Providence RN and press the start-stop button. The pump will ask you if you want to start. Press the white button under yes. When the infusion is complete, you will hit the stop-start button. The pump will say, do you want to stop the pump? Press the white button under yes. The pump will indicate that the pump has stopped. Press the power button on the right side of the pump. The pump will ask you if you want to power down. Press the white button under yes. And that completes the process. Your Providence RN has reviewed this process with you, so please refer to the individual written instructions, as flushing instructions vary depending on your type of IV line. If you have any questions, please call us so an IV nurse can answer your questions prior to your infusion.